शक्ति बताया
तेरे भक्तों ने तुझे शक्ति बताया
कहते हैं माँ तू है जगदम्बा शेरवानी कहते हैं माँ तू है जगदम्बा शेरवानी हम तेरे तारे तेरे आए आसन लगा
माता मेरी श्री माता जी माता मेरी
Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for waiting. And I just wanted to finish this music and that you can all enjoy and till we wait, till everyone comes to the program. So I would like to say again, welcome to everyone to Musical Night with Sahaja Yoga. So good evening and good morning, wherever you all are. I know that many Sahajogis, not only from United States, and they are all very dependent on their time. They are able to be with us from Europe, from India, from Africa. So welcome to everyone. It is really great pleasure to have you all today. I see so many people, and also again, we are all looking forward to be one with divine by meditating and sharing the Sahaj experience and also knowledge and listening to divine music and the poems. Today, first time we will be listening to poems after the music or during the music. So it is a really very unique night. It's a very unique day we will have with our dear Sahaj brother. So it is really always great honor for all of us to meet with different Sahajis from all over the world, isn't it? So we have this program, this opportunity every week that we enjoy. We get connected with the all-pervading divine power, and we get lost with this joy of divine. And of course, we learn, and we learn, we get connected with the divine, and so that is the today that we will be doing. So with my great pleasure, I would like to introduce you today, Sahajogi couple, Kathy and Patrick Mcguire. So they are joining today from United States, from Chicago. So I would like to welcome everyone to introduce you to them. Kathy, Patrick, good evening, good night, I will tell you. Yeah, hello.
Good evening, good evening.
It's 11 o'clock, I know, 11:20 right now, but thank you so much for accepting our invitation. And you didn't mind about the time, and we really appreciate it for this attention, your love, your efforts. So welcome to our program. Jai Shri Mataji.
Shri Mataji. So happy to be here.
Same, very happy to have you in our meeting. So tonight I would like to just, of course, I would like to give a little introduction about both of you before we start the program. And Kathy actually is a professional musician since more than 25 years, and she's a composer, and she's a singer, guitar player, and also piano player. And she's, of course, Sahaj Yogi since more than 9 years. And her husband, Patrick, also, he started same year to Sahaj Yoga 2012. And besides his engineering, and he loves to write poem. He's a poet, and we love to hear his poems tonight. So welcome again. And because of the time, and tonight we will be doing, of course we will meditate, but before the meditation, we would like to hear a little more experience and music, because Patrick needs to go a little early tonight, and because it's quite late for him, and he works quite early in the morning. And so we will do a program this way, and we will listen their experience and the music, and then we will meditate. So I would like to hand over to Kathy and Patrick. Hello.
Okay, yeah, so hello, my name's Kathy, and I'm very happy to be here. So what we thought we would do is before we get into the meditation and the music, this is going to...
Kathy, your voice is, I think you are mute now.
Okay, first let's do a mic check. Can you hear me okay?
We do? Yes.
Okay, great. So so what we're going to do is we're going to do meditation with every chakra, and I'm going to sing a song for every chakra. This is kind of what we've been doing in our music and meditation programs. And but I thought before we would do that, we can have my husband Pat here, if he would like to share one or two of his poems with us tonight, since he's still awake. And you know,
Music to your arm, whatever you're gonna do. You can sing your songs first. I'll be okay.
Okay, so yeah, so
Did we want to answer some
what's
questions?
oh, did you want to ask us some questions first before we get started?
Yeah, maybe let's start. We would like to know you more. How about Patrick? I know that I just introduced, I gave a little introduction about you. I know you started Sahaja 2012. And when I met you very first time, you were saying that you were always seeker before you met Sahaja, before you found Sahaja. And but when after that, when you were very new, something, of course, through your business, through your job, and you need to go to India, there is a beautiful experience in that moment that we would like to hear from you.
Sure, I can tell that story. Yes, so been doing Sahaja Yoga since my wife, maybe nine or so years, and I was very lucky to have opportunity to travel to India quite a number of times through my business. They have an engineering office in Delhi in this section of Gurgaon, and so I would travel to Gurgaon, and of course, Nirmal Dham is in just outside of Delhi, so there's a lot of opportunities for me to visit Nirmal Dham, and then also on weekends. When I'm not working, I have opportunity to travel inside of in India. And so I was going to visit my friend Prabhakar and his wife Kalpana in Pune. So I told
if you're watching Prabhakar Kapana, how are you?
And so one weekend I flew down to meet Prabhakar, and I arrived in Pune, and it was the monsoon season, so there was rain everywhere. But very lucky enough, as soon as I stepped one foot off the airplane, the rain stopped, and the rain, it was kind of lucky. The rain wouldn't stop whenever we were the outside, but there's quite a lot of rain and water all over the streets. And that was a Friday, and on Saturday I met with Prabhakar. We did some things, and his wife, and he says, "Well, tonight we're going to go to the Pradeshtan, which is the home of Sri Mataji, up in the mountain region along the edge of Pune." So I says, "Oh, that sounds very interesting. So we shall go." And Prabhakar goes, "No, you'll have to go by yourself because I'm so very busy. So you should go alone, and it'll be okay." And he's going to put me in contact with somebody there, Mr. Mane. So Mr. Mane, he knew I was coming, and so I was struggling with a little bit of jet lag, and I started to have second doubts about maybe I should go or not. And I says, "No, I better go. I'm all the way here, and if I don't go, and I'll disappoint everybody, especially my wife Kathy, because she can't travel this far. So I should go see Pradeshtan." Not really knowing too much about, kind of being new to the Sahaj culture, anyways. So I was struggling what I should do, how to get there. Should I rent a car from the hotel, which is a little more money, or take the Uber? And so I took a little nap and thought about it. And I says, "Well, I'll rent the car from the from the hotel." And they drove me up there, and it was very nice. Arrived in the afternoon, and late in the afternoon for the Saturday night collective and meditation, which was very nice. And there was quite a lot of people there, maybe 300 or even 400 people, very well dressed and everything. And so I sat, and it was a very nice meditation program there, but everything was in local language. They speak Marathi there. So I didn't understand. At the end of the program, there was like some kind of public announcement, and they says, they were speaking a lot of local language and not in English, and I couldn't understand. Every once in a while, I heard maybe one or two words in English. So after I afterwards, when the program was over, I asked Mr. Mane, I says, what was that man telling on that? He says, on that program, he says, "Oh, tomorrow it will be the first, they're going to open up the Sri Mataji's actual house that they have not ever opened since her passing. And if anybody who wants to come should come tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. So I says, okay, I'll make an effort to come. So long story short, without taking up too much of everybody's time, I went back to the hotel, but in the morning I struggled again. I was having jet lag still and kind of tired. I says, well, maybe I don't really need to go to the Pradestan a second time. I was just there last night. And again, I says, well, I better go for Kathy's sake if I go. And she finds out I didn't have a chance to go a second time. Maybe I get in some trouble or something like that. So I rented the car again and I went up to the Pradestan and I arrived at 9 a.m., but there was nobody there. And I couldn't understand what happened. So there was a young boy at the gate, and the gate was locked and had a big padlock. And fortunately, my driver spoke and told him, "Yeah, I'm here to see you, be let into the gate." So the boy opened the gate with his key, and I had to sign a big book for entry. They have this big log book. So I go into the. You have to take your shoes off, and you walk in, and there's nobody was there. Absolutely nobody was there. So I said, oh, this would be a nice opportunity to meditation. So, and also an opportunity to get up front, closer to the front of the meditation center. And so during my meditation, it was a very unique experience that happened. And that I was feeling the lot of energy coming. And I really, really felt like the Srimanaji was actually appearing, or her presence was coming while I was there. My eyes were closed, but during the meditation, but the power was so strong. It was not like your typical vibrations. Sometimes people put their hands and they say, "Oh, you feel the vibrations?" Says, "Yes, I feel vibrations." Sometimes people say, There's no doubt that there was a kind of, wasn't like a vibrations. It seemed more like an energy field, like a powerful force field coming, and it lit up all the nerves on my body, my legs and my arms, and particularly in the sacrum bone area, and then all the way up the back of my spine and out the top of my head and my arms, and I really felt that Srimanaji was there, and I thought I had an opportunity to actually to talk with her or interact with her in a way. Mm-hmm. And so I've asked the Srimanaji some questions. I said, Srimanaji, if you're here, I had some question about why there's so much pomp and show and so forth with everything that's happened here. And she said, this is what information I have, and I feel that it's accurate enough, but she said that, well, early on, she had a small number of followers, 7, 8, or 9, and she didn't really want all the kind of attention that ultimately was developed. But earlier the followers more or less insisted that these things would be play out in a certain way, and then she says, I really couldn't help it, and that's the direction things had gone. So then I was in, but at the same time, because of her presence was there, or my feeling that the presence was there, it was a very powerful feeling of acceptance, I'll say. Sometimes people say like unconditional love, but it really wasn't like that. It was more like absolute acceptance. Like you really felt that I was there and just was completely accepted for who I am. And it really was quite a moving experience. And as the energy flowed, the tears are coming down my eyes. It feel a bit silly to tell it, but because but it's exactly what happened, and you really, really felt that there was a presence. And during that time, Srimanaji also told me a little, like an example. She says that everybody, it's like this example. Say you have 2 coins. She said, and one coin is brand new and you put in your pocket and you never took out, and then another coin of equal value was taken out and used, and maybe the coin was fall on the street and kicked and run over by the car and the scooties and everything. She says, in the end, if you pick up both these coins and you held them up, she says, which one has more value? And of course, the answer is they each will have equal value. That one has no more value than the other. And so that is how it is. And then after that, she says, come, let's work it out.
Wow.
Like that. Wow. And I knew that was so that was quite a moving experience. And after which it recited and departed. And after that, I was finished my meditation. And that was a moving thing, because afterwards I stepped and walked outside, and for that time I realized nothing important that's happening out is important outside of, I guess, the walls, or and the hustle and bustle of life itself isn't important at all, because it was such a cleansing experience. So afterwards, just as I finished that meditation, the helpers were coming with some flowers, and they were just opening up the side door to Sri Mataji's house. So I went in the side door with everybody before the general population showed up, and there was a book there that signed. You have to sign the book, and so I signed the book, and I was the first name in the entry log for that, for going into the house. So I had to put my name, Patrick Mcguire, Chicago Collective, because I didn't know what else to put. And so then I had a unique opportunity to be inside Sri Mataji's house when there was nobody else from the public was there except some ladies who brought some flowers. And so that was a very special experience. And I always felt like I really didn't. I always call myself kind of like the reluctant yogi. I'm not really the best Sahaja yogi, and there's so many more devoted and dedicated yogis. How is it that I was the first guy through the door and had the very private experience in the Pradeshtan like that? And I suppose that's a long enough story. So that
Wow.
any specific questions about that? Or?
Yeah. So Patrick, but you said, how you got your answer? There are two pennies, which is one use, which is never used, but you got the answer. There is no such a thing that we are all same, and all the yogis are the same quality, and we can't make he is the one or she's the one more higher, and so you got your answer. The communication with the divine, connection with the divine, when we are surrendered, when we have the same bhakti, same devotion, and same connection, we all are the same. And so beautiful experience. I can listen again and again. This is my second time I'm listening this experience, and it's so beautiful, Patrick. And I want to ask you, how long did it take for you? How long did you meditate that time, and you got all the answers in that moment that with Sri Mataji?
Maybe just 10 minutes.
Maybe 10 minutes.
I wasn't really 10, 15 minutes. Not a long time. Because there's too many vibrations are there already, right, in that hall, because it's such, the night before there had to been, I don't know, 200 or 300 or more people in there, It's a big meditation hall, and there's very, very strong vibrations there already, but so it doesn't really take long to settle in. And when the power came, though, I don't know if part of the reason I tell the story is to see if anybody else has had, can corroborate my experience, because it seems kind of fantastic, right? I share the story because, well, it actually happened as far as I know, but sometimes I'm wondering if anybody else feels such power, right? To going through their body, like it's, I call it like electric wind or something. It's like it moves through your body like a breeze, as they say, but it lights up all the nerves. All the nerves you didn't even know you had, lights it up. Big nerves throughout especially in the sacrum area. This I felt like, that was a very unique experience. And I think maybe the presence of Sri Mataji actually was there and brought all her energy with her.
Wow, we are so lucky. And going there early, actually that must be some reason that you had to have this experience, I guess, that you were so sure you need to be there by 9, but you were early.
In fact, and then it was more an hour later, and says they later were saying, why were you here at 9? I says, because I was told to come at 9 a.m. I says, no, 10 o'clock was the appointed time. Yeah. So I came an hour early. I don't know how that confusion happened, but if it didn't, because subsequently many people did come. Yes. And so you could not have had that private experience with many people coming after about 10 o'clock, 10:30, 11 o'clock. By that time, there might have been 40 or 50 people there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, so lucky, so lucky. And of course, as you know, after the self-realization, there is no any coincidence. And there is always reason for each of our step, each of our thoughts. And so we get the answer later, oh, that's why it happened. So I'm sure you got so many answers. So as you share with us, it's amazing. It's beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah,
path.
I like to share that story because sometimes when we reflect upon our own selves, we may think that,
Exactly.
maybe we're not good yogis, or we're not, and we need more work to do. But in the end, people should know that everybody has value. In fact,
Exactly.
everybody has equal value, and we should know that.
Exactly.
And rest assured that you are valued,
Mhm.
and take that to heart, I think.
Exactly. Like as we, how Shrimataji explains, we all are the same flowers in one tree. Maybe some flowers open earlier than others, but at the end they become the same flower. They become the same color, same petals, but we are in the one tree. Doesn't matter which flower bloom earlier or later. Doesn't matter. So is at the end we give the same fragrance, same color, same reflection, maybe same beauty to the others, right? So it's so beautiful that your experience, amazing. And I just would like to pass to Kathy, because there is a beautiful connection in that moment. Something happened when you were having this experience,
Yeah.
and
Because I wasn't sure if he was going to go, because I knew he wasn't feeling well. I knew that because of his jet lag, he was having like a headache and maybe some stomach trouble, and I knew that he might not go because, if you're not feeling well, why would you want to get up and go, like travel an hour or two away, and it's a big journey. So, but I knew, and I told him, well, I hope that you go. I didn't force him to go, of course not, but I was hoping, of course, that was my pure desire, right? So, but I was driving in the car and I had some yogis in the car. We were just coming back from looking at some telescopes because it was nighttime our time. It was early morning his time. So I was driving in the car, and all of a sudden I was at a stoplight and I felt so many tremendous vibrations. I thought maybe one of the yogis was working on me behind, and I was, so I turned around and she wasn't. She was just talking to one of the other yogis, and I'm like, okay, are you guys like doing something? Because I'm like, do you guys feel these vibrations? They're like, no. And I almost couldn't drive, because it just felt so good. I'm like, well, thank goodness I'm at a stoplight. So, and then it occurred to me, like, oh my gosh, Pat's got it. He made it. He made it there. I was just, and I knew at that moment, I'm like, I looked at the time, I'm like, yep, he
This
made
is
it there.
fun.
And I knew right then and there. It was
Wow.
amazing.
Amazing. Yeah, we are so connected, right? Amazing. Wow. In that same moment when he was experiencing this beautiful knowledge, I mean, he got so many knowledge, so many answers actually. And in the same time, you were feeling the same vibrations. That's so wonderful. Doesn't matter where we are, right? Isn't
It's
it?
true.
Nope.
That's true. That's not the first time that's happened either. So
Yeah.
the vibrations travel. There doesn't seem to be a limit in the distance, right? I mean, we're completely...
Instantaneous.
Yeah, so beautiful, so beautiful. And I would like to hand over to other Sejogis if they have any questions before we start to listen your poems. Patrick, is it okay? So
Sure.
is there any question for Patrick or Kathy with this on this experience or anything? Or if you would like to say anything to both of them, please do it.
Hey, thanks, Patrick. This is Sandeep Joshi, and really very inspiring, I would say, how you had this experience, unique experience with Sri Mataji. And I was thinking through it, like, it sounded me to, when you were telling all these experiences of high vibrations and energy, somehow my mind was thinking about that movie Avatar, and how our nerve endings, lighten up. And it kind of made me think, I don't know why, but the experience you had in person in Pune, it kind of feels like, yeah, we have these nerve endings, and Shri Mataji maybe got that energy from your all nerve endings as you were explaining. And it's so awesome to hear. I was just sharing my thought process when you were telling your experiences. So really appreciate you sharing that experience. Really, thank you so much.
I'm glad that you can appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, I think I can't repeat that. Like, get tired of repeating that. It was a real powerful force field. Really, it was an energy field. It wasn't just a vibration. That's how I knew something's happened, because I was there, and all of a sudden, this very powerful field entered my area. So I came to know. Oh, something's happened here, and it's no doubt about it.
Yeah. Yes. Patrick, we don't worry. I mean, we can listen again and again this experience, because when you say, I mean, I'm sure everyone or many of them, we felt the vibration so much on the Sahasrara. I mean, when you are telling and expressing yourself, I really felt. This is my second time I'm listening to you again. That time also I felt it. And that time, the very first time when I listened, of course, the tears came from my eyes because of the joy. So
I had a quick curiosity. You said, like, you asked so many questions and like you got answers. How these answers are communicated during meditation? Do you get right away, or like how?
Yeah, it's like, for example, say you're having a like an imaginary conversation. There's no words. Like, I don't speak, only with my mind, and right, and then it's a separate voice, actually, not my own. And so that's how that was. Is that? I mean, it's a good question, right? Precisely how does this happen? But it was a separate voice. It was located in front of me and above me, actually. Not like, it was like as if I was in the sitting position on my knees. In fact, the way I like to do my meditation, with my back was erect. So, but it seemed that the voice was coming from like above, well above, like as if standing above me. Actually,
Wow.
I got a sense that it was coming. She was there, and she has a kind of wry smile. Actually, you can almost see her face, especially when she says, "Come, let's work. We'll work it out."
Wow.
And she was like made a turn, and she was making a turn, and then she walked away, as I can see in my mind, and she just walked away. She goes, "Come, let's work it out." Something like that. And I really, I felt like a little baby, to be honest, like a child, like just a kid, like a 7-year-old kid again, and you're just accepted now. It's okay.
Amazing.
It's okay, and so there's nothing to worry about.
Great.
Kind of like that. And every time, it's been a long time, but when I would have a hard time not crying myself every time I would tell the next person what happened to me, because reliving that experience was so emotional, really.
It is.
Yeah. So
Amazing. You're blessed.
no, I would say just the lucky, right? I don't know about taking any blessings, but and as I say, I always felt just awkward about the whole thing, because I'm the reluctant yogi. I wasn't coming, laying prostrate. I wasn't doing anything. I was just showed up to do meditation, and that's what happened. So
no worries, Patrick. Most of us are reluctant yogis.
Yeah, I mean that's I coined my Thank you for making that comment. I coined that phrase because, but a lot of times though, I went so many times, had opportunity as an American, right, to go to Delhi, and in fact, and I went twice to Pradesh. That wasn't, but the first time was very, very moving and very, very powerful and unique. But the second time I went to visit, but my scheduling was very much confused, and I wasn't able to meet up with Prabhakar. But he had another friend of his, Nitin, met with me, and we went to some museum and Ganesh temple, very nice Ganesh temple in Pune. So yeah, so I'm very lucky and to have all those opportunities.
And then you sat with Yogi Mahajan.
Yeah, that's more stories. I don't know how many stories that people want to hear. Does anybody know Yogi Mahajan or heard this name, Yogi Mahajan?
Yes, a lot of books.
Yeah. So as another strange story. So on a separate trip, I have a friend of mine that I work, and we were discussing, and through a mutual friend, they know that I'm interested in yoga. And so this guy says, "Oh, are you interested? We had lunches. Are you interested in yoga?" I says, "Yes, I'm interested." He says, "Well, I am doing the Sahaja yoga, and I've been doing for a long time." And I go, "Really? What a coincidence. I'm doing the Sahaja yoga."
Really?
Yeah. And my wife is doing the Sahaja yoga. And he goes, "Oh, this is terrific." And so after the second, and so we were always so one time he says, "I tell you what, I'll drive you to the airport, and we'll go to the markets, and we're going to buy some kurtas and pajamas and all kind of things like that." For a tall guy like me, tall white guy, and looking for a kurta, it's funny, right? But anyway,
They're so sweet.
yeah. So the markets were very tight, and we couldn't park the car. And he says, "Well, a change of plans." He says, "I have a friend of mine. We're going to go take some tea with a friend of mine, and then I'll drive you to the airport." And I says, "Okay, fine." So we go to this guy's house, and he offered us rose water right away to drink some rose water and cucumber sandwich, which is actually nice. I never had a cucumber sandwich before. And we were sitting and chatting, and he was doing some Sahaja business. And this guy, he says, "Oh," and I told him the same story about what happened in Pradestan. And I start bawling like a baby again, because I couldn't, it was so emotional, the whole thing. And so this guy, he gave me some books and a bunch of books, and I says, "Okay, thanks." And I just sat him on the couch, and I didn't even look at the books. And we sat and talked for a long time. And I will tell you, this Yogi Mahajan has a very, very good heart chakra. You can tell by sitting how comfortable your heart chakra feels being in the room with him. He's a very good man. So we spent a long time in the afternoon, and then we ordered some lunch, and they were talking Sahaja business, and I don't know too much about that, so I just listened. And then I had left. And I got on the plane, and I put the books that he gave me, and I put them in my bag, and I came all the way home. And I was telling Kathy about my trip. Yeah, I met some guy. Just before I got on the airplane, we had tea, and it was a nice visit. And she says, "Well, what was his name?" I says, I don't know. I can't remember his name. And he says, and she's looking at the books and she gave me, and she goes, was it Yogi Mahajan?" I go, "Yeah, that was the guy. How do you know?" She goes, "Well, look at all these books he gave you." I had no idea about that. So I always thought that was a kind of and here I am again. I'm a kind of a dopey Sahaja yogi, right? I had no idea who the man was, and but Kathy's like, "Well, was his name like Yogi Mahajan?" I says, "Yeah, that was his name."
Was funny.
I go, "Well, these are all the books he gave you. He's the author. He must have gave me 5 books that he's authored." And I'm like, "Oh, I had no idea." So yeah, I guess I'm kind of lucky that way.
Amazing, because Patrick, you are so innocent. You're so innocent. I can really tell your face is so much shining, and your heart, of course, being innocent, having a Shri Ganesha's qualities always is a big power and gives wisdom, as you know, right? And so all those coincidences, of course, is not. There is always meaning, and it's so pleasure. It's a great pleasure and so honored to meet. Of course, as there is no any. There is no anything like that we can say, but Yogi Mahajan, of course, because of his experience, and he has been with Srimataji all the time, and of course it's a pleasure to meet him, and of course his reflection is valuable for each of us, and it's such a nice moment that you met him. It's beautiful. Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, we spent all afternoon.
Yeah, wow,
Amazing.
so nice.
Yeah.
So nice, yeah. It's
Thanks for
amazing.
letting me share. Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing. I would like to say very quickly. This reminds me when I was in India. with my two children, of course, with my husband, they were quite young, and we wanted to experience everything in India, and so we wanted to go with the train. But I was quite nervous. I mean, I love India, but first time I got nervous because with the two children, the second one was quite young. And then so we were in our little train, I mean in the room, and so we were supposed to sleep also, but I said, oh, no, I can't sleep. And I started to read a book. And then after half an hour later, of course, the train didn't start. And then two men came in front of us, but they were not supposed to be with us. And I got more nervous why they are with us. But anyway, my husband and my father-in-law, we were all together with my children. And then they started to talk and talk. I think they were speaking Marathi because we were in Bombay. And then suddenly, after half an hour, the man who looked at me, I was reading one of the book, which is the Advent, Shumataji written that book, and her picture is there. And then so he looked at me, he said, Jai Shumataji. So he was a yogi. Can you imagine? Million people are in Bombay. It's such a cosmopolitan city. And I understood, like, Shrimataji made me like, you don't need to worry. Everything is like normal. And so as a tourist, of course, you get, I mean, the people are so nice, but they know, many people, they know you are tourists, and the many eyes are looking on you. And I got a little bit nervous about that. So anyway, the two nice men, one of them, of course, Sahaja, he was a businessman. He was traveling with his helper, and then something happened. They couldn't find their seat, and so they had to sit with us. And all the way, about maybe 10 hours, I think, from Bombay to Delhi, we traveled with the train with the surgery. So I slept, and my children, of course, they already slept. They are not aware anything about it. But it was so amazing how Shrimataji always gives a comfort for all of us. So anyway,
good,
this is my little story.
Very good, nice story.
That's good.
Yeah. So. And how about we can, I would like to hand over to you, Kathy and Patrick. How would you like to continue the program?
Well, I think
before it gets too late for Patrick. Yeah.
I'll be fine.
Yeah, fine. Okay.
Thank you. Thanks for your consideration.
So let's go ahead and start the music and meditation program then. So let's go ahead and, oh, thank you. Yes, I'm gonna have to move the microphone over to the guitar so you can hear the guitar. Let me just adjust that mic a little bit. Okay. I'm just going to, can you hear this guitar?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, great. Okay, so let's bring our attention inside. We can close our eyes. We can thank Sri Mataji for bringing us all together tonight and today, all around the world. We can feel the vibrations collectively. And as Patrick was telling his story and how I can feel his vibrations at the same time, I almost wanted to say at the speed of light, but really it was the speed of love, because that's how fast. I think it's faster than the speed of light, just instantaneously. And that was an amazing story. So let's go ahead and raise our energy. It gives ourselves a bandhan. We'll start out tonight with the Ganesha mantra, the Maha mantra. Twami Sakshat Shri Mahalakshmi Maha Saraswati Mahakali Trigunamika Kundalini Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Deve Namo Namaha. Twami Vasakshat Shri Kalaki Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Deve Namo Namaha. Om Twami Vasakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Sahasrara Twamini Moksha Pradayai Mataji Shri Nirmala Deve Namo Namaha. Shri Nirmala Deve Namo Namaha. Shri Nirmala Deve Namo Namaha. Now we can place our attention on our Muladhara chakra and the Mother Earth and ask the Mother Earth, the center of the Mother Earth, to absorb through her beloved gravity and love and through her nurturing abilities, absorb any negativities and any imbalances in our Muladhara chakra. And any obstacles in the way of this meditation within or surrounding us. Now we can raise our attention to the level of our Swadhisthana. And as seekers, we seek the truth. And we're always wanting to know the absolute truth, to find our way home. And the name of this song is called Home. To know the truth is what we seek, and realize is our destiny. Open your heart and let it in. Love will heal, renew your purity, and bring you home. 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 You accept me and protect me on my way back home. Might sound like Om, it might sound like Namaste, it might sound like Adi 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 Shakti, it might sound like home, it might sound like Namaste, it might sound like Adi 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 Shakti, Namaste Om. Home. Home. You accept me and protect me on my way back home. I see the truth in your eyes. I feel the love. Please realize it's in your heart. Have no doubt. And you can start, let it out, and find your way back home. You accept me and protect me on my way back home. You accept me and protect me. I am at home. Now we can place our attention at the center of our Nabi chakra, our third energy center. And water is the element of the center. This next song is called Rainbows Over Waterfalls. Why are there rainbows over waterfalls? Are they to hang on to if you need them? 'Cause life can be scary round the river bend, but you can find a rainbow in a friend. Here, feel the river moving faster. Hear the water crash below. Our heart beats so fast 'cause we're out of control. Well, that's a good time to pray for a rainbow. We row so gently down the stream. knowing when our dream will end. But if we know there's a rainbow to hang on to, we'll row our boat right to the end. It's why there's rainbows over waterfalls, there to hang on to if you need them. 'Cause life can be scary round the riverbend, but you can find a rainbow in a friend. 'Cause life can be scary round the riverbend. Ain't it good to have a friend? We can now bring our attention to our heart chakra. We can place our hand or just our attention on our left heart. Love, 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 love. Love is in all of us. Love is in all of us. Love is in all of us. To give and share. To give and share. Love, 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 love. God is in all of us. God is in all of us. God is in all of us. To love and care. To love and care. Love, 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 Now we can bring our attention to our Vishuddhi chakra, our center Vishuddhi. This next song is called Collectivity. Mother, we are one under the moon and sun, connected are we, from sea to shining sea. Can you feel collectivity? Brother, we are one under the moon and sun, connected are we, from sea to shining sea. Can you feel collectivity? Mother, we are one under the moon and sun, connected are we, from sea to shining sea. Can you feel collectivity? Now we can raise our attention to our Agnya chakra. Lost in confusion and anger, ignorance, hate, and despair, seeking truth in the shadows, finding only deception and fear. What I've seen is too much for my eyes to handle. What I've seen is too much for my heart to bear. Beneath the ground in the darkness, seeds wait for their turn to grow. Out of the earth toward the sunlight, divine helping on the long, long way home. What I've seen is miracles really do happen. What I've seen is God's love is everywhere. So please help us to remember to forgive our fellow man. So please help us to surrender and know it's all part of your plan. What I've seen is that miracles really do happen. What I've seen is God's love is everywhere. So please help us to remember to forgive our fellow man. So please help us to surrender and know it's all part of your plan. We'll keep our attention on our Sahasrara now. Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round yon virgin mother and child, holy infant, so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace. Silent night, holy night, shepherds quake at the sight, glory stream from heaven afar, heavenly hosts sing Alleluia. Christ the Savior is born. Christ the Savior is born. Silent night, holy night, Son of God, oh love's pure light, radiant beams from thy holy face, with the dawn of redeeming grace. Jesus, Lord, at thy birth, Jesus, Lord, at thy birth. She was morning and I was nighttime. I one day woke up to feel her dancing above my head. I softly said, "Come take me." For I'd been lonely in need of someone, as though I'd done something wrong somewhere, but I don't know what. I don't know where. Come lately, you are the sun, I am the moon. You are the words, I am the tune. Play me. And so it was that I came to travel upon a road that was thorned and narrow. Another place, another grace would save me. You are the sun, I am the moon. You are the words, I am the tune. Play me. Songs she sang to me, songs she bring to me, words that rang in me, rhyme that sprang from me, warmed the night. And what was right became me. You are the sun, I am the moon. You are the words, I am the tune. Play me. You are the sun, I am the moon. You are the words, I am the tune. Play me. When we're done, we can slowly raise our energy and give ourselves a bandha. And now Pat's gonna read a few of one, maybe two of his poems for us while we can stay in Sahasrara. Listen.
Well, I just thought I'd finish off with just one because I don't want to, can't outdo that performance, but just thought I'd close out with something about.
Make sure you can talk into it.
Charity to others, I'll say. Rippling river, clear and cool, where to place our feet. Have no fear. A trout does lays longside the tall grass, impossible to see the broken glass. A group of boys play and splash about, All stood still when they heard the shout. Help the boy, ease his pain. Our hearts will mend, right as rain. Man at the door, white shirt, black tie. A favor he asks, sincerity in his eye. I knows the street, been lost for a while. Looking for work, he still knows how to smile. Peddling some things, magazines and such. A couple of dollars, not asking too much. Help the man, ease his pain. Our souls will rise, right as rain.
Can we do the We Are the One? We Are One.
It's beautiful, Patrick. It's so nice. It's so nice. I know that you were telling that when the any words are coming as poem, and you were recording, right? You are recording and you don't write, and you just record all those words what comes to you. Was it like that? Something like that you were telling me before?
Yeah, that's true. So I have a number of poems, but I just felt after Kathy's nice singing, I wanted to keep it just nice and easy, nothing too heavy or serious for anybody. But it's true when the idea comes or the time to sit, then I'll sit, and then the poem, the words will come just about as fast as I just read them. Actually, it just comes right out, and then I don't ever edit after that. I just stop. I don't change the words. I don't change the punctuations, because I feel that then ego gets in the way. So I just want to let whatever happens, and it happens very spontaneous, and it's quite quick. No work at all, actually. I'm just the what do you call that? The record taker, the stenographer,
Instrument.
how do you say that? With the people who just take the note, the dictation.
Dictation.
I'm just taking dictation. Somebody else is telling, and I just write it down.
So beautiful expression. That's amazing.
Yeah, I mean that's
wow.
Yeah.
Whatever it is coming to you from divine, right? And you just type it. It feels like.
Yeah, a lot of times I just put it on a piece of paper.
You write it.
In fact, finally I put everything on the computer. I don't know if you can, on the piece of paper. I used to have these. I would just write them on papers and leave them around the house. And Kathy finally told me, she said, you should type everything else and put it in one place, will you? Because I have papers all around, just leaves of paper here and there.
Yeah.
Hey, you don't want to accidentally throw it out.
So that's.
They're beautiful poems. I like the We All Are One. Can you read that one? That's
my
favorite one.
Yeah, I mean, there's another one I have here that a little bit, maintaining the theme from that we are all one, actually, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like this. We all move about, separate and apart, to carry out our lives, each day a new start. We rise in the morn to perform the day's work as teacher or student, professional or clerk. We get on with it all, thinking our vision is keen, thinking that we are separate with a gap in between. But our eyes can deceive us as we work and have fun. Our eyes cannot see that we are all one.
Wow, that's so wonderful. That's true. Like the eyes cannot see that we all are one. Wow. And I mean, it looks like, Patrick, I mean, how you know that the Sri Krishna, I'm sure you know the Sri Krishna's story, like the flute of the Sri Krishna. And the flute says, I don't do anything, just he's the one who gives this melodious voice. And it looks like when you are in such a state, And like when you say that I don't want to put my mind, or I don't want to put my ego for correction, is you are so surrendered to divine in that moment, I guess, just the words, whatever it comes to you, without any thoughts, or without any actually any thoughts from the past or future. I can tell maybe that is that nothing is disturbing you. You are just allowing yourself to write down as flute of Sri Krishna. That's amazing. It's like instrument of divine. You are instrument of divine as Kathy. Kathy, you have a beautiful voice. Amazing. I mean, so melodious voice you have. And we can listen to you hours and hours. I mean, the meditation was so easy with your singing.
Thank
Like
you.
when you said, when we were putting our attention for each chakra, and with your melodious voice was helping and working our kundalini in each moment. I had such an easy meditation, and it was so beautiful, and I felt so much vibrations, and my kundalini is still of
Wonderful.
my Sahasrara. Yeah, it was so wonderful.
Yeah, me too. I always like to play because then, of course, my Sahasrara opens too. So it's nice. Yeah, I'm glad that the instrument came and all the instruments worked and my voice worked and guitar worked, and that's all we can pray for. Yeah, and the same with Pat. As far as most of the songs were that they came to me too, just the same way. Just be sitting there and or just waking up. Usually I'll have little dreams. Sometimes Srimanaji's in the dream, and I'll just wake up singing a song, and I'll think, oh, I know this song. This is a good song. And I'm like just humming it or singing, and then I'll realize, wait a second, I don't think that this is a song that like I'm familiar with. Like I don't know the name of this song. And then I'll realize I think this is a new song. Like
Wow.
then I better record it down. So I'll just get my phone out and record it. And then I'll play it for my bandmates because my Julie and Shobhana and Saraswati and are part of the band Somewhere in the Middle. And Sukar now too. So we have like a little band going Somewhere in the Middle and out of Chicago Collective. So we then I'll play it for them, and they're like, no, that's a new song. So then we'll just record it together and we'll work on it. And then usually the words will come right after that too. Usually for me the tune comes first and then the words follow. And again, the words just pour out of nowhere. They just come instantaneously pretty much. And a lot of times I know that the words aren't coming from me because a lot of the times that's not what I would say, and then I recognize, when I read the words back and I go, oh, that's something Srimanaji has said in some of her, talks, like have no doubt, work it out, or have no doubt, let the love go. I mean, that's what she says all the time, have no doubt. And I don't say those types of things. So I know it comes from a divine source. But I'm glad that you guys can,
letting us share.
Yeah. And most of the the music, Pat can attest to this when we do it with the new seekers, and the music and meditation, they're really great for opening up the heart chakra.
Yeah, definitely the heart chakra.
So that's what that's what keeps the vibrations flowing, and and so your attention on the Sahasrara.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I can really tell both you are like the Sri Saraswati. Of course, Sri Saraswati, as we know, she's the music of divine, besides the creativity and the knowledge. But it's amazing how she is manifesting in both of you. I mean, of all the musicians, all the artists who came in this program, is really you all are amazing reflection of divine, and we really enjoy today. So it's so great to have you. If it is not too late, would you like to sing one more time? Is it okay?
Sure. I have no idea what time it is. So.
Is it really?
I just,
Okay. Yeah, so
Yeah,
for
sure. There's a couple more I could play. I mean, there's one or two more. I could I'd like to play just like short things of another song. This is one of my first songs that I wrote as soon as I came into Sahaja Yoga. It just came to me, like it came to me in the dream. So and I found out this is a great song for kids and for like music programs for children. And so what it's called, Raise It Up, Glory, Glory. And so what we do with the kids is we raise our Kundalini. It's like an active, like the kids can stand up and they raise their Kundalini, raise it up, glory, glory. Then they raise it up. And then when I say let the rainbow shine, we could, give ourselves the bandhan. So that's what the kids do. Oh, forgot.
so we will do the same, right?
You could try it. Yeah, it's like music time. Come on, kids. Raise it up, glory, glory. Raise it up, glory, glory. Raise it up, glory, glory. Glory, glory to the world. I'm gonna let a rainbow shine. I'm gonna let a rainbow shine. Good job. I'm gonna let a rainbow shine. It's gonna shine all over the world. There we go. Rise. Now you can do this. Rise and shine. Do whatever you want. Rise and shine. Rise and shine. Does that make you want to smile? Rise and shine all over the world. So that's Raise It Up, Glory, Glory. So you guys can sing that if you guys have kids. It's really fun. And another one I wrote really soon after that is Who Am I? And that's a nice one for new seekers too. So it's just a fun song though. So it's more like, let's see. That's right. I came back from a meditation in Naperville, and in Naperville there's a town near us, and there's so many beautiful old churches, and they have really tall steeples, like those steeples that go way into the sky. And I was just in a really joyful state, looking at all these beautiful steeples, and that's when this song came to me right after meditation on a Sunday. Let's see, how does it go again? I see churches. I see churches on every street corner. There's steeples rising high up to the sky. But if my body is really my temple, well, then my church is already deep inside me. Who am I? Well, then who am I? Oh Lord above, now who am I? Forgot the words now. I ain't no preacher and I ain't no saint. Well, God above, now who am I? His baby still isn't sleeping. She's screaming and crying all through the night. He's just got to end her pain and suffering. He's gotta make it through the long and cold night. Says, who am I? Who am I? Oh Lord above, now who am I? I ain't no preacher and I ain't no saint. Then Lord above, now who am I? We see churches on every street corner. There's steeples rising high up to the sky. But if our church is all but if our body's already our temple, then our church is already deep inside. Sorry, it's been a long time since I played
No,
that song.
very
I forgot
nice.
the words.
Please,
But
no worries.
that's one of my favorite my favorite fun songs to play. I'll play that one a lot at block parties and stuff. Like it's kind of like those are two
Uh-huh,
are almost like gospel spirituals, what we would call like
uh-huh,
gospel kind of songs. So
mhm,
like whole churches could sing those kind of songs and they're kind of feel good songs. It's kind of
mhm.
fun, but it also makes you think a little bit.
Yeah, yes, yeah, so
Um,
so nice, beautiful, beautiful. Please, no worries. I would like to read all those messages for both of you.
oh sure, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure you may not able to see later. So Damini says, sadly said, very nice. I think it was about Patrick's poem. One of the poems. She gave a comment. And Anju says, very, very blissful meditation. Thank you. Silas says, beautiful, strong meditation. Thank you for sharing your experience, poems, and songs. Jai Shri Mataji. Sima says, beautiful meditation and melodious voice. Kathy, Patrick, your surrender is so inspiring. Thank you so much for your time and inspiring words. And Shaija says, beautiful meditation and completely thought free throughout. Thanks for sharing your beautiful music and your beautiful story of special moment with Shrimataji. And Preeti, very beautiful and blissful meditation. Thank you for sharing your experience, poems, and songs. Mightily, you have such a beautiful, soothing voice. I was able to focus on all of my individual chakras with your songs, and the meditation was so strong. Thank you also, Patrick, for sharing your divine experiences with us. Jai Shri Mataji. Andrew says, I live in Naparville for 2 years. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Wow.
Naperville. Yeah.
Naperville. Okay, Naperville. Sorry. Yes. Okay. Yeah. And Andrew, would you like to say more thing about the place Naperville? Are you there?
Yeah, so I used to live in Naperville about
Oh,
like
wow.
20 years ago. So,
Wow, what a coincidence.
yeah, so yeah, very nice and very blissful meditation. And while you were singing it, I felt like I was like deep into silence, and I could feel your voice like vibrating in that silence. It was so beautiful. And while you were speaking also about your stories and everything, Kundalini was just up there and full of vibrations. It was already in meditation right from the start. So blessed to have you guys here. Thank you so much for taking your time out, even though it is like too late, but thank you so much. And you reminded me of Naperville, my house. In the end, it was so nice.
Yeah, it's a beautiful little town.
It
Where are you
is,
living
yeah,
now?
it is.
Where do you
Yeah.
live? Where are you living now?
It was in Hyde Park Lane, 916 Hyde Park Lane in Naperville.
Okay. Where do you live now?
Oh, in Bay Area.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I used to live 20 years ago.
Everyone,
So
Okay, neighbor.
this is the San Francisco collective.
right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
yeah, so
So Andrew, did you hear Patrick say, okay, neighbor, you were neighbor once upon
yeah, 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 yeah,
That's so sweet. Yeah.
yeah. So when you told me about those churches about Naperville, so it just took me, to
Yeah,
that place where I used
I
to
just
stay.
came from the meditation. Manisha did a meditation one morning I think it was a Sunday morning or Saturday morning on the river walk. There was a gazebo there and we were right over the river and the river was going underneath us and it was really early on a Sunday morning and whenever it was, I think it was Saturday morning. And then I would drive back and then do the meditation at the library. I think that I was guiding at that time. So I'd meditate with Manisha and then go back in Downers Grove and do the meditation. But I remember singing maybe like 10 years before that, I would have maybe felt guilty for not going to church, like, like driving by a church and like maybe feeling guilty because I hadn't gone to church, like inside a church for a while. Because there was like a few years that like we needed to separate from my Catholic religion that I grew up with, I think, in order to like kind of embrace something different. And so I think I needed that little hiatus time, that retreat time or something. But I would so I would go by churches and I'd feel a little guilty, like, oh, I haven't gone to church for a while. But like this time I went by the churches and I went, oh, look at how beautiful they are. They're beautiful. I didn't feel any guilt. And I just thought, you know what? I don't need to go into any church because the church is inside me now. And I felt so secure about that. Like so secure.
That's so beautiful. Yeah.
And
you're
like,
right.
Yeah.
It's good. Yeah. It's very good.
Yeah. And I felt, okay, that's it. I'm here. I'm done. Like now I can go into church now and go, okay, it's pretty, but my God is already inside me all the time.
Yeah. I mean, I would like to share that, like, while you were singing that little, that Silent Night, Holy Night song just like went by, just a thought like that went by during the meditation. So,
yeah,
so beautiful. Yeah. The melody and everything, the meditation, so blissful. I feel so light, even though it's night, but I feel very light and awake.
Awesome.
I hope everybody can sleep tonight.
Yeah. I hope I didn't put anyone to bed tonight.
Everyone's got so much vibrations. Everyone has so much vibrations they won't be able to sleep till much later.
Right. Yeah, I know. It's okay. It's hard. Like when you're so happy and you're so joyous, it is hard to go to sleep.
It is really true because after, we do this program every Tuesday, and I'm sure whoever is joining this program is hard. I mean, I don't want to say it's hard to sleep, but you are so joyful and your Kundalini is always on your sahasrara and you have so much energy. And you are, for example, for myself, I find things to do or I read a book till I feel sleepy. So every Tuesday it happens to me like that. But it's like, but this is the joy of divine. As a person, I sleep like in a minute. I don't have any sleep problem. But Tuesdays after the program, I'm full of energy. And but this is again, being together, collective meditation and listening all those beautiful stories, listening this divine music and poems tonight, first time we had it. And it's really blessing. It's really blessing to meet you all and all the other Sahajogis and be together. It's really great blessing.
Thank you for having us, and thanks for everyone on the meeting today.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's been so much fun for us to do this. This is a really nice opportunity to just to spread our love, through our music and poetry to all of our brothers and sisters all around the United States, San Francisco collective, and even on the East Coast, if anyone's, and even in South America. I know that some friends from Nelly might be listening in South America. So, we've got a lot of new people from South America that we know too. So, and around the world. So, Sahaja, everybody, and this was really fun. Maybe we'll do it again sometime.
It is, yeah. Then let's say this is just the beginning, right? So we'd love to have you again.
So yeah, maybe with the whole band.
Exactly.
In the future, that would be fun.
Yes, that would be so nice. Yeah, all of you, Shubhana, Saraswati, and Julie. Yes. And of course, again, we love to listen to more poems. But we like to have Patrick too in that group.
Okay.
Is it okay? Whenever.
He'll be
it
doing the
works.
sound anyway. He'll be helping with the sound anyway, I'm sure.
Okay, if it works for you, yeah, definitely. And by the way, I would like to say, I love your background. It's amazing. It gives so much joy, all those lights, and with Shumataji picture, of course. It's really joy giving. I keep looking at it, like when you were singing after the meditation. It's really joy giving.
This is the main, the manger scene with baby Jesus and Mother Mary and Joseph and the yogis up there, the three wise men.
Yes.
And it was a cute story. One of on the Sunday morning meditation or Saturday morning, one of the new seekers, or actually no, she's been a yogini, a seeker for a while. Her little boy Austin was helping me put that up, and we found the camels and we found everything, but we couldn't find the wise men. And I said, oh no, we have to find the yogis. The yogis are missing. Where are the yogis? So we were looking all over for the yogis, and while we were looking for the yogis, and I was telling them, how the yogis knew that baby Jesus was going to be born, and how because the yogis they're called wise men because the yogis would always meditate all the time, and they came from different lands, and they all met there because they all knew exactly when he was going to be born because they meditate all the time. So that was cute.
Oh, that is very cute. Very nice.
Yeah. So we did this together. We decorated me and the little boy, and it was cute. He did a good job.
Very nice. It's really joy giving, to watch it. Yeah. Okay, my dears. I know is, let's see, for you right now 10:59 and 12:59 is 1 o'clock, right?
Don't tell us.
Okay. Yeah, but both you look so fresh. But believe me, of course you will have definitely. It looks like by number we will have a less sleep maybe. Yeah. But you wake up so fresh, I promise you.
Okay, yeah, good. We'll wake up, okay.
You will really wake up so fresh because we are just in the present. We all are such in present and such in joy of divine. And there is nothing will disturb us to wake up tomorrow morning, and we will not wake up also late. The tired. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
Well, as long as there's coffee there, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Strong Turkish coffee, right?
Please come tomorrow then for Turkish coffee. It will be ready. Okay. Thank you. Really, it's really pleasure to have you both. It's so much joy, and your experiences, and you give so much. With your experiences, so many things open in our minds. I believe, like how Patrick said, between the two coins, there is no difference. Maybe one is used, another is unused, but when you look at the value, they are the same. And it's beautiful, beautiful message this is.
My message, as Sri Manaji said.
Yes, exactly. But thank you for sharing, Patrick, this message. And of course, we know it, but as a reminder, with those experiences, we always get another enlightenment in our awareness. And we got another awareness with your experience today. And with the Kathy's, all the words in the songs, they are also so deep, Kathy, and it really helped for our meditation, and of course with the poem too. Okay, of course. And thank you so much, and please take care and have a wonderful Christmas to both of you, and have a wonderful New Year. As Kathy said, we would like to have you all again with the group. And Patrick, if you can, please join us. That would be nice to see you again in our program. Mm-hmm.
Thank you for hosting.
It's our pleasure. It's definitely our pleasure. And have a wonderful night to you all.
Thank you. You guys too. Jai Shri Mataji.
Jai Shri Mataji. Thank you so much. Okay.
Thank you, Pat. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you,
Prabhakar.
Oh, Prabhakar.
Kathy. It's wonderful to have you, both of you, at your own home, and we could enjoy the whole program. Me and Kalpana, we're really happy to see you all both. It's a wonderful message, Pat, you given about the coins. I didn't know that coin. You never talked to it about that.
I forgot to tell you that one.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh.
So this is
Oh, that's
Prabhakar.
good.
I went to visit in Pune. This is my friend Prabhakar.
Yeah, it's wonderful. I'm so happy about it. And Kathy, you are superb with your music and instrument. Wow, long time. We missed you, really.
We miss
Our
you too. We miss
yeah,
you
our
too.
meditation programs from Oak Brook to Downers Grove Library, superb. We enjoyed thoroughly with you. And this is innovation of yours. Last time I heard about your arboretum, your programs over there, and now this time over here. Good. Congratulations. Jai Shri Mataji. Thank you.
Mataji.
Hi, Prabhakar, Kalpana.
Hi, guys.
Okay, okay.
Thanks. Yeah.
Oh, please go ahead. Yeah, I'm sorry to interrupt.
Who's there?
Somebody said something. Oh, okay. Okay, then. Yeah, have a wonderful night to you both again. Lots of love to you and Merry Christmas.
Yes, Merry Christmas.
Thank you so much. Merry Christmas.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Shut us up.
Okay, my dears, again, we had a wonderful night today, and I know it's quite late, 11 o'clock, I know, but whoever could able to stay with us and from the beginning, and I know in between some of us, they had to leave because of the time, but thank you so much to all of you that you joined the program today. Again, as we always say, without you and this program will never work, and of course, the collective attention, collective desire, collectively meditate, always, of course, brings us together in one in front of Shri Mataji, and we really get connected with her love. And so deep meditation, listening this music, divine music, and listening those experiences and learn together. Actually, this is the being together. It makes so much, actually brings us into depth that I wanted to tell you, I wanted to share. And please remember, tomorrow again, there is collective meditation in the same time with the same link. And the next week, there is another Sahaja Yogi who will be joining to us. If you can, please join. And right now, please take care to yourself and lots of love to you all. Have a good night. Jai Shri Mataji.